Good day to you all. I have sailed the 7 seas for 7 years or more, and many strange tales have I heard from many a distant shore. I have sailed on many a ship, visited many strange exotic lands, and today I will tell a true story that will keep you all in a trance. Many strange tales have I heard, from Jamaica, from Africa, from India, from China, and from Japan. But the strangest tale I ever heard tell comes from my own native shores, from Banished, Scotland. Today I will tell a true story of Hamish, a Scottish ghost. You may have heard the name Hamish before. Hamish is a man's name, a Scottish name, a name from bonny Scotland. Now, hark ye all, and listen while I tell the true story of Hamish the ghost. A Scottish ghost. Ha ha! A Scottish ghost. Oh, Hamish was a ghost. You've heard of ghosts before. They lurk, they creep, scare, and weep. And Scotland has many, many more. Oh yes, our Hamish was a ghost as true could be. He haunted both house and castle, and ships far out to sea. Some say Hamish was a lonely ghost with one thought on his mind: to seek revenge for untimely death. His murderer he would surely find. Yes, Hamish the ghost craved revenge, his one and only thought, on ship, on land, on water, till his murderer was finally caught. For Hamish the ghost remembered one lonely, dark winter's night when forever he was banished from mortal sight. Our Hamish had been drowned that night and held down from behind. His ice-cold-hearted murderer one day he would surely find. No easy feat for Hamish the ghost, for he only had one clue. He had left his marks on his killer, and these marks he surely knew. Our Hamish had left his marks while gasping for breath that night. He'd bitten his killer's left hand, and then he'd bitten the right. Drowning and gasping for breath, young Hamish, handsome and wise, had thought of his one true love and of her beautiful light blue eyes. Hamish had struggled even more, cold water in his mouth and eyes. His sweetheart, his one true love, if only she could hear his cries. That night our Hamish had bravely fought, but his killer he could not see. He begged, he cried, he vainly died. Oh God, why me? Hamish, our young tormented ghost, wailing and weeping and sighing, remembering every single day the moment of his dying. Our Hamish was a restless ghost and groaned through all the night. Death had not improved his looks. He was a horrible sight. Hamish the ghost never slept a wink. He never closed an eye. His murderer he wanted to see. He wanted to see him die. Hamish the ghost carefully checked in Scotland and in far, far off lands every man and woman that he met, but no teeth marks were found on their hands. Hamish the ghost carefully checked in Scotland and in far, far off lands every man and woman that he met, but no teeth marks were found on their hands. Hamish the ghost, the demented ghost, roamed the world ever further, seeking the hands bearing his teeth marks, and then he'd avenge his murder. Hamish the ghost had no remorse. The young and old he terrified. He waited, he searched for vengeance and worse, with no rest since the day he had died. Our Hamish the ghost had been cursed to a life of torture and pain. And when he came near, people felt the fear of a ghost who was completely insane. Hamish the ghost vainly hunted and searched, and years went by. Then he returned to Edinburgh Castle, to the place where he had died. Hamish, our weary, tormented ghost, had cherished this special day, returning to see his one true love. One fine evening in the month of May, Hamish the ghost found his true love. She was lying asleep in her bed. Not once had he been to see her since the day he'd joined the dead. Then Hamish the ghost came very close. He just could not understand. There, staring at him, vivid and clear, his teeth marks were on her right hand. Then, mad with grief, Hamish the ghost saw his true love in bed with another. There on that man, his teeth marks he saw, on the left hand of his own brother. Hamish the ghost howled in rage. His first true love and his brother, they'd drowned him together on that night, for they were in love with each other. Oh Hamish, oh Hamish, oh Hamish the ghost, wailing and screaming and sighing, gone completely, utterly mad, knowing the cause of his dying. Oh Hamish, that tortured ghost, hating foul brother and foul lover, remembering well that treacherous night, he'll roam this world forever. But this tale's not yet told. Those murdering lovers bold, each time they tried to embrace, between them came Hamish so cold, with his ghastly, tormented face. And when they made love, Hamish watched from above, with hatred and scorn in his eyes. The ghost's heart became cold. Those murdering lovers so bold were in for one hell of a surprise. One day, drunk and merry, on their way to Queensferry, those murdering lovers so bold, on the Firth they were sailing, when Hamish came, cursing and wailing, and he drowned them in the river, we are told. And when Hamish the ghost visits the coast, he remembers that day so well. My true love and my brother, I have cursed you forever. May the both of you burn in hell. And so, this story ends with a ghost's revenge. A ghost who is really quite famous. For if to Scotland you go, this ghost's name many people know. Just ask for a ghost called Hamish.